7 in 10 Jamaicans say online classes have not worked. That mode of teaching and learning has been used for the most part in Jamaica since the pandemic hit. In the meantime, most Jamaicans are in support of the resumption of face-to-face classes. Those are some of the findings of the latest RGR Gleaner Don Anderson polls. More in this report from Dwayne Anderson.
In early September, thousands of Jamaican teachers, parents and students began yet another school term with online classes as the main mode of teaching and learning. But the complaints are similar to when online teaching and learning started back in March, from poor internet connectivity to a lack of devices. The latest RGR Gleaner Don Anderson polls put some of the issues to the over 1,000 Jamaicans who participated in the August 19 to September 3 survey. Only 28% of Jamaicans believe online teaching has been effective.
72% of all persons interviewed say no, we don't believe that teaching online has been effective. So it's a thumbs down.
The government has undertaken several initiatives, including the One Laptop or Tablet per Child program to help with online classes. But the inability to get those devices connected to the internet is where the majority of Jamaicans feel the government has failed. Just 25% of Jamaicans believe government support for persons without internet was enough.
A whopping 75% said no. So what is it saying? We have a whole bunch of students out there who don't have access to the internet and have not been given the level of support that they need to be able to complete and continue with their education. There's a very strong view that the support has not been adequate.
It was perhaps with all those issues in mind that 64% of Jamaicans support a resumption of face-to-face classes.
Not surprising, because online teaching has been short. It hasn't really reached the number of people by far that it should have reached because of all kinds of deficiencies.
But what about extending online lessons for high school students even after the pandemic?
Obviously, there are some persons who think that there is a positive associated with this, because when we asked them that, 42% of the persons we interviewed said, yes, we believe it should continue. And if we did a cross-analysis of that, we'd more than likely find that these are the people who thought that internet support was adequate. But the bottom line is 42% of all persons interviewed said, yes, we believe that it should continue beyond the COVID-19. But the majority, 58%, said, no, I don't think that you should try to continue with online education, online teaching post-COVID. And again, it just shows up the negative that's associated with full acceptance of online teaching.
And speaking about high school students, in particular, those who sat the CAPE and CSEC exams in July, 65% of Jamaicans believe it was the right decision to go ahead with the exams, despite the challenges that resulted in the exam dates being pushed back.
I wanted to get it out of the way. 35% said, no, I didn't support that. So here we have a significant degree of support. 2 out of every 3 persons interviewed said they supported holding of external exams in July. Strong support.
The RGR Gleaner Don Anderson polls have a plus or minus 3% margin of error. Dwayne Anderson, TVJ News.